Alrighty, 1 second. Need to test something. Okay, it's not quite working. Oh, let me open up Nightbot real quick. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why Nightbot's not working. Commands aren't working. Okay, let me try. Well, but anyway, yeah. Greetings, comrades. I'm gonna be Caleb. And welcome to part 3 of Star Wars Doom Episode 1 on Maps of Chaos. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I need to post in the Discord real quick. No, because honestly, the only people that actually watch my streams are people from MOA's Discord. I think I changed the thumbnail, but we'll worry about that later. But anyway, I think I had to do the commands through here. No, it's not. Oh, that works. Okay, that does work. Sorry, this takes some getting used to. So Nightbot does work. It just, when I type it to here, it doesn't work. Kind of weird that, but oh well. Anyway, it's enough dilly-dallying. It's been a rather interesting week so far. For one, my AC died a few days ago. Oh, so we got a TIE fighter tank. Was that in Dark Forces? I don't think so. Yeah, give me 1 second. I need to remove that bit there. Okay. Hopefully the timers work this time around. Oh yeah, the OBS window. Gotta make sure the audio quality's going through. But anyway, yeah, my AC died a few nights ago, and they managed to fix it yesterday. Turns out, I mentioned multiple times it was really hot. It was like in the triple digits, and apparently that heat kind of contributed to the AC breaking down. Well, it's not the AC itself; it's more like the capacitor. Apparently, the heating coil in the AC unit outside got so hot it actually burned out the capacitor, so they had to replace that. And had to do a little configuring. Also had to elevate the AC unit itself with a few bricks, keep it off the ground because it was starting to rust on the bottom, and they had to get like a our hose and with a high pressure nozzle, clean out all the dirt and stuff off it. And they recommend like at least once a month, go out there and hose down the AC unit, get all the dirt and stuff out. Yeah, they managed to fix it. It didn't hit normal temperatures till like 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening, but they managed to fix it. That's because the last thing you want going out in the summertime, especially in this temperature, is your AC. And I guarantee you, we're not the only ones who've had AC issues. Yeah, you can probably see the back. I have a little fan back there, which my parents bought, but I don't think they thought it out very well because there's not much room for me to put that because I had to clear out some space on that table. It still just barely fits on there, so I think I'll get one of those tower fans. They're a little thinner and much more space efficient. So those are the kind of that's the kind of fan I want. Because I can put it anywhere and it won't interfere with anything. And yeah, nothing too special at work, so nothing real worth mentioning, other than us running out of ice constantly. But we're pretty well stocked on ice now. For now. I guarantee it'll be gone like in a few days' time. Given that again it's triple digits here, but it's supposed to cool down later in the week. Okay. Okay, let's actually get to progressing through here now. We're only on map 13. We're only on the 3rd stream. Usually I make a little more progress in this, but I was too busy trying to get Nightbot to freaking work. Because the timers only work if there's like a minimum of 2 lines. In the chat, otherwise it won't post anything. Maybe I had pizza for the first time in a long time. I'll pretend I would just be eating Domino's. And I thought that was a Stegosaurus up there. Yeah, I forgot that stuffed crust pizza, how good it is. We don't order pizza that much. Okay, so well, the links. It's in the works. Hopefully, I'll do check out my second channel. Because I enjoy doing VR videos, even though I still got to get used to how to position my head so it doesn't look like I'm staring off to the side while I'm playing. I'm trying to get used to it. Okay. Down this way. Oh yeah, the key. Might need that. I was expecting more. Let me check something in the chat real quick. Okay, so participants. Pop-out chat. Okay, this is actually a little more manageable. I can open the chat in a separate window, so that's pretty good. Which means I can minimize that. And yeah, it's still going through, so that's good. Might as well all the timestamps. Wait, I gotta. There we go. Okay, this is much better. So yeah, hope everyone hope everyone's having a good week so far, and I hope y'all's ACs don't break down on you. Because I mentioned earlier, it happened to me a few days ago. But thankfully, they managed to fix it in the nick of time. And it still took a few hours for the temperature of the house to reach normal levels. Okay, let's make sure I didn't forget anything over here. And at least you can't jump very high. Can I do a rocket jump? Yes, I can. A really high rocket jump. So there aren't too many new Doom mods I'm looking forward to trying out. Though, Icarus tried a mod called Endless Madness, and... well, it's befitting of the title, that's for sure. I think I forgot something in there. Yeah, teleporter. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do a Mugen video later today. I might go back to King of Fire's Anthology, because again, those are my most popular Mugen videos. Figured, why not? I think Duraceller, the creator of that Mugen, he's still working on another update that adds more characters. So I'm looking forward to that. As if there aren't enough characters to play as in that Mugen. Nothing wrong with having more. Oh boy. Yeah, I figured I'd stream a little early right now because, you know, Clocky, last time he commented, it was like, I was streaming around 4 o'clock and it's like midnight where he lives at that time. So I figured, if I stream a little earlier, maybe get a few extra people on here. Okay, I forgot where that red key door is. I was too busy killing stuff to pay attention where everything's at. Oh yeah. I guess I'm still using the rocket launcher. This concussion rifle, it fires pretty slowly. Well, it should. It's basically what the 2 BFGs. The one being this, Dark Trooper rifle or whatever it is. Also fires rockets. Anyway, we'll snack on some Swedish fish. Mini Tropical. Or why not? Haven't had Swedish fish in a while. Didn't feel like buying a $7 Big Bass, so I just got a few small ones. Alright. So yeah, as far as my PC upgrade path is concerned, my power supply should be okay. I've only had it for 3 years and it still works pretty good. It's only when you start overclocking or, you know, having too many devices on it that it can become a problem. So that's something you want to keep in mind. If you plan on overclocking or anything like that, you gotta make sure you have a power supply that's up to snuff. That being said, my power supply is only 80 plus bronze, which is still pretty reliable. But I'm looking to get an 850 watt power supply later down the road. You know, just to have a little extra leeway. You know, I'd rather have a power supply that's more than I need than have a power supply that's not going to be enough. Because if you get a power supply that's too low, then you'll end up frying components in your motherboard, which is not good. I'm so surprised this isn't marked as a secret. Because of 50 different blaster weapons, you'll come across some really fun stuff to use. And of course, if it is to your liking, you can use your Jedi powers. Ooh, a weapon I don't have yet. A Death Trooper E11D rifle. It's a blaster rifle upgrade. Okay. Looking nice, looking nice. Oh yeah, the Gatling blaster. Forgot about this thing. Oh yeah, there's another thing we'll talk about. I'm no longer using Adobe Photoshop because now the latest update, you have to have a subscription in order to use it, because otherwise I'll give you a 30-day trial, regardless if you have an older version of it or not. Which is complete bullshit. Like, I already spent $80 on the program. Why have to buy a subscription service as well? So it's time to find an alternative, and I have two. GIMP, which the interface I'm not too fond of. It's going to take some getting used to. And there's Krita, which I am using. Which is actually has some features I actually use in Photoshop. And for those wondering, I don't use Photoshop to dolly up images or anything. I use it to make comic strips for Gmod. And you know what? Krita has some features I wish Photoshop had, like actually pre-made speech bubbles. Which in Photoshop you kind of have to make your own. But with Krita, they're already pre-made speech bubbles, so that's a good thing. One thing I gotta get used to is making separate layers for like the bubbles and text, because otherwise if you don't know what you're doing, the text and the bubble will all be one layer, and when you try to move it, the whole thing will move. There's Clocky. How you doing, man? I thought I'd stream a little earlier so you could actually catch my stream. And, oh yeah, Clocky, I forgot to mention, because you've been on my streams a lot and you're a really good guy, I made you an approved user on my streams. For all I can tell, it's nothing too special. Like, I was hoping like it'd make your name a different color so I know you're an approved user, but Yeah, you're an approved user along with Moa and Haruko, who also is kind of a regular in my streams. But yeah, I hope you're doing. I hope your AC works good because mine died a few days ago, but we managed to fix it yesterday. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, nothing too special. I was hoping to make your name a different color so I know you're an approved user, but it is what it is. Basically, for approved users, basically people who are regulars in my streams and are actually really cool people to talk with. And I know you don't appear often because, you know, we're in different time zones and stuff, but, you know, I stream when I can, and hey, you can always catch the, you can always catch the stream after it's uploaded. Oh, you don't have an AC? Well, I'm not sure if that's good or not, because, you know, over here it's like still triple digits. So where you live, I hope you're staying cool, or warm, whichever's better. Because here, the last thing you want dying in the summertime is your AC. And it almost happened to my car once. All I had to do was replace an AC blower motor. This is my old. It was like 5 or 6 years ago with my older car. Like the AC was dying, so I had to get it inspected. And it's the AC blower motor was going out. So got that part, and it was a pain in the ass to move all the stuff to get to it, but I pulled it off. You know, car mechanics isn't my strong suit, but nothing wrong with a little YouTube search. I can do basic stuff like checking the oil, replacing the air filter, or it comes like replacing like a blower motor or something like that. It's like I need to go on YouTube for that. Shoot, I can't even do an oil change without going to Bolton, which is now called Take 5. Did I get the key? No, I did not. There we go. So I was too busy killing everything. But yeah, I had to find some alternatives for Photoshop. Because now you have to have a subscription to use it, regardless if you bought an older version or not. Which I still think is stupid. Like, I bought Adobe Photoshop Elements 14 5 years ago for like 80 bucks. And up until now, it's been my go-to thing for making comic strips. Right now it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, you lucky you. It's like close to 100 degrees where I am at. Let me see. Got my phone here. Yeah, it's like it's not supposed to hit 90 solid till Sunday. Till then, it's still triple digits. So yeah, fun. Anyway, get my little I'll show you this. It's my little tiny, Go fan. That's what it's called. USB powered. You can use it wirelessly, but only 13 bucks at Walmart. I say it's a steal for what you're getting. And yeah, it cools you off. Real nice. Granted, it's no Arctic air swamp cooler, but hey, it works. Yeah, having a broken AC sucks. Like, it happened a few nights ago. Before I was about to go to bed, I was checking the AC. It felt warm. It's like, why is it so warm in my room? So I checked the AC, and it was at 79 degrees. Like, what the hell? And I probably just found out the following morning, when I was getting ready for work, that the AC died. And my dad had called 2 different companies to have it checked out. That they didn't arrive till after I got back to work. or from work. So around 5 o'clock they showed up, and yeah, they checked everything, and the capacitor blew out because the coil inside the AC outside, it was so hot. Because it was so hot outside, it burned out the capacitor, so they had to replace that. Max temperature here is usually around 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. I dealt with 112 degrees over here. And I almost did a few days ago when it was 109. That's West Texas weather for you. But we have a saying over here, if you don't like the weather, just wait a few minutes. Because, I'm not kidding, the weather's kind of erratic here. Like, it'll be really sunny 1 hour, the next we got clouds overhead and maybe a rainstorm. One customer said that if you're lucky, you'll get all 4 seasons in one day. And trust me, that's no exaggeration. I kid you not. The weather here is crazy. But you know, being ready for any weather is better than, you know, not being prepared at all, I guess. So I always keep a, as well as keep a little AC fan handy. Okay, I forgot. I'm not sure if it's the original map or this version, but there's a glitch where that door will close and it won't open back up. I forgot if it was the Maps of Chaos version or the regular version, but there's a glitch where that won't open again, and you'll be stuck. But anyway, back to Krita. I really like talking about the weather here, because, you know, other than the constantly changes, it's nothing special. But yeah, Krita. I'm still getting used to the interface and stuff, but again, it has all the features I use in Photoshop that are on there, so that's good. And Cacodemons are these weird scout droids. Anyone played Shadows of the Empire? I'm surprised that hasn't been remastered. We got Turok and... I mean, hell, even Doom 64 is re-released on Steam, so why not Shadows of the Empire? It's one of those many games I rented on the N64. Yeah, Photoshop, I pretty much mainly use Photoshop to make comic strips and stuff like Ask Me Anythings and just comics I felt like making. Alright. Ready for those secret levels? Wolfenstein. It seems... Oh, I was reading that! God damn it. Well, I'll just check the stream later. Probably clicked too fast and skipped it. Oh well. Okay, I'm not too well versed on Star Wars aliens. I mean, I'm familiar with Twi'leks and, you know, Mandalorians, but most of the other races I don't know the names of. Those look like the patrons in the Mos Eisley bar. One of them look kind of cartoonish, like him. These supposed to be the Nazis? Yeah, I probably should have tried the Star Wars texture pack. That would have been more fitting. Place of swastikas and Hitler paintings with something else, like a painting of Darth Vader. I don't know. I probably should have thought it before I started doing these streams, but whatever. I'll show it off after I finish up Maps of Chaos, and I'll load a little bit, again, with the texture pack and see how it looks. But yeah. Actually, I'm getting a little thirsty. I'm going to be right back. Sit tight. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, my mom needed help with something. But anyway, playing a little bit of Warframe again, because, Inaros Prime has been unleashed upon us. Along with Karst Prime and Panthera Prime. The latter, which I never used the original of until now. I just bought the second tier pack, because of Inaros Prime as weapons, and good amount of platinum. I'm probably going to use platinum to buy more weapons, so I can level them up and increase my master rank a bit. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be some items I'm not going to be able to get because of my current standing with certain syndicates and my overall progress and missions and stuff, because I haven't played too many of the story missions. I mean, I haven't even done Rising Tide yet, where you get to use a railjack. I'm sure all it'll work since I'm part of a clan and I already have a dry dock built and stuff. I heard playing railjacks are fun, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying that later. Let me just... Who knew Hitler was at hoots with the Empire? Guess he and the Emperor signed an exclusive deal or something? Ooh. Wow, that's actually the first bit of blood I've encountered in this mod. But it's still kind of fitting because, you know, you've seen the Star Wars movies, you know. Luke actually cut the hand of that Wampa off. So yeah, I did reach Master Rank 24 in Warframe now. I definitely have a ways to go before I hit the higher levels. Because there's still a ton of weapons I don't have yet. I mean, I already maxed out all my Warframes, and I'm trying to polarize a few of them to have pretty good builds with them. It's mainly weapons I need to level up, and you don't get too many mastery points leveling up weapons. And of course, I need to make some more Zaws. I start making kit guns and some prisms. Okay, what's this? Another hidden area? Strange things are surely afoot in this realm. They sure are. I'm surprised they don't give us a Tusken Raider slug thrower. I like how these astromech droids are just inert. Or are they astromechs? I can't tell. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So... I still need to get Blade and Sorcery. That's another game. That's another VR game I need to get. Another VR game that Wacky Cast plays a lot, especially with mods. Blade and Sorcery has a really good modding community from what I've seen. Like, it's almost at Skyrim levels when it comes to VR mods. I know there's no nude mods or anything like that. If anything, it's weapon mods. Like lightsabers... like axes, double-edged improvised swords or whatever. Would be surprised there's a gun mod for Blade and Sorcery. It's only $20. I'm surprised I don't have it yet. I guess I'm just waiting for a sale. It wasn't on sale during the Steam Summer Sale. If anything, I was just waiting to get those Battlefield games. Except Hardline. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's been well over... For some reason I can't move the window. It's well over 30 minutes and those timers aren't going up. I don't know why Nightbot's timers aren't working. So I guess I'll have to do those commands myself if Nightbot's not going to do it. I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure Nightbot works seamlessly with Twitch, but YouTube definitely needs some work. That I just find another moderator bot. Nightbot's not gonna do his job. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ho, ho, ho. Yep. Star Wars Doom, ladies and gentlemen. Even if you don't like Star Wars, you'll love blowing the fuck out of Jar Jar Binks. I'm surprised he's not an enemy. Granted, it had to be an enemy that doesn't do anything. Like a joke enemy, there you go. So this is map 16. Doesn't feel like we made progress, but we did do those 2 secret levels, so you know. When I play any variation of the original Doom 2 maps, I just gotta do the secret levels, because you know, I know how to get to them. When it comes to other map packs, though, it's like, what do I do? I'll just use map 31 or map 32. Looks a little more seamlessly. So I'll probably play to map 18. Oh, and I think... Yeah, I need to make another thumbnail or 2 for this, but I think you can open Photoshop PSD files in Krita. You can't do it in GIMP, but I think you can in Krita. And you're still wondering what I'm talking about. Krita is this one of many different free alternatives to Photoshop, which I'm not using anymore because you had to have a subscription service to use it now. And I'm not going to spend a lot of money for a program I'm not even going to use that much. So, free alternatives it is, and I do have GIMP, but that takes some getting used to. Like, I don't know how to make, like, shapes and stuff like that. At least not effectively. It's nothing like Photoshop. But with Krita, it does have pre-made speech bubbles. Again, I mainly use Photoshop to make comic strips for Gmod. Clock, if you're still watching, I don't know why, but because the chat, your picture's so small, I keep thinking it's Christopher from District 9. I don't know. I know it's a dragon. Almost reminds me of Cygnus, but I keep thinking it's what is that? Blastech Gyrojet Blaster. Okay, so some weapons have upgrades. That's apparent. Oh, sweet. Contra spread gun, kinda. But yeah, Cluck, I keep thinking your profile pic's Christopher from District 9. You're familiar with District 9? It's basically this Neil Blomkamp movie. These aliens called prawns. And every time I see your profile, I keep thinking it's Christopher. He's kind of one of the main protagonists. It's from Wizardry 7 Gold. Ah, I see. Because I knew it was a dragon. I know, but because it's so small, I keep thinking it's Christopher because of the red shirt and the weird head. I'm not sure if you're familiar with District 9. I am, though. There's prawns that eat cat food. And have wicked-ass weapons. With that giant mothership floating over Johannesburg. It's a pretty interesting movie. You should check it out if you haven't. Haven't seen it in a while though. And I wish the other... I do have a few of the Wizard games. I haven't played them yet. You know, that's one of the things of having a huge-ass Steam library. Oh, you haven't seen it? Well, you should. It's a pretty interesting sci-fi movie. You know, if you're into, like, weird aliens and, weird sci-fi weapons and stuff, it's a pretty decent movie. You don't jump that high in this mod. Ooh, boy. I need to start sorting out my... Well, I kind of already did sort out my Doom gameplay mods in a separate folder. I got a bunch of maps and all that stuff. And I kind of want to do Shareware Nightmare again. If you're not familiar, Shareware Nightmare is this little series I had where, actually... I have them somewhere, but I went to archive.org and downloaded a few, like, shareware discs for Doom. It has, like, these user-made levels, because back then, you know, Doom map making was a new thing. And you gotta remember, back then we didn't have Slade or, you know, Doom Builder or anything like that. They used, like, different programs and stuff. And it was a rather interesting time. Yeah, I don't watch too many movies, but that's definitely one of my favorites. My all-time favorite movie, though, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Like, I've watched that movie so many times. I had a special edition back in the day. That, like, another disc that has so many different, like, behind-the-scenes footages and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Wish I still had it. It's not the extreme version with that replica T-800 skull. I kind of wish I had that one. I didn't see too many movies, but I recommend the Terminator movies, at least the first two. 3's okay, Salvation kind of eh. And I haven't seen Genesis of Dark Fate. I don't plan to. Heard they're terrible. Kind of tarnished the reputation. But yeah, Terminators. I kind of like the Mummy movies with Brendan Fraser. Those are pretty good. And also another of my favorite movies, The Thing. No, not that 2010's prequel shit show. I'm talking about the original 1982 movie. I can't believe that movie's almost 40 years old now. Can you believe it? 1982 is 2020. It's close to 40 years. I haven't watched the prequel, but I heard it sucked. And just seeing a little footage of on YouTube, I was like, yep. Definitely shitty. They couldn't pay me to watch that. But yeah, first two Terminator movies, yeah. The Mummy Returns, and Tomb of the Dragon Emperor was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't much to see either. Of course, The Thing. And I kind of like the Chronicles of Riddick movies. I haven't seen the one that was just called Riddick. I have seen the Chronicles of Riddick, Pitch Black, the first movie, and that anime movie Dark Fury. Yeah, time sure does fly. I'm 32 and already feel ancient. I'm an old coot. I already have gray hairs growing on my head. I wonder how many of these weapons are upgradable. I counted at least 4. The old Mummy with Karloff is good too. I haven't seen the old Mummy movies. I have heard of them, I never watched them. You know, I didn't really start watching movies a lot till like the 90s. Like the late 90s when I was still in elementary school. Oh yeah, the Pixar movies back then were pretty good. You know, Toy Story 1 and 2 are still among my favorite movies. Bugs Life is pretty good. Monsters Inc. was kind of good. Finding Nemo, haven't watched it that much, but it's fun. Incredibles. Cars, it's, you either love it or you hate it. There's really no in between with that movie. But most of the people I see do not like Cars. Where am I going? Here we go. Oh yeah, the flamethrower. Forgot about this. Okay. 1 second. I need to get something else real quick. Oh, now Nightbot does the automatic messages. Only took like, what, an hour? Very similar to the Mummy. Well, it ought to be. They share the same name and stuff. I'm not sure about the... I do it kind of like Arnold Vosloo's interpretation of the Mummy. Yeah, I really need to check the, Yeah, better late than never, I guess. Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to Nightbot's timers, because I set them right, but, even with those stuff going on in the chat, the messages still don't show up. I guess, like, in between those time intervals. I don't know. I might check out some other moderation bots that are compatible with YouTube. So if anyone has any good suggestions for moderation bots that work seamlessly with YouTube, let me know in the chat so I can check them out. Or at least post them in the comments on my second channel, because I kind of, as I mentioned before, I disable comments on my main channel because of those comment bots. I don't think YouTube's fixed it yet. What's a bot supposed to do? Well, it's a moderation bot, so it kind of monitors the chat, you know, gets rid of like spam and you know, blacklisted words and stuff like that. You can also program it to post messages at certain time intervals, like links to YouTube channels or social media and stuff like that. Since I can barely get a chat going on, let alone people go on every one of my streams, so I can make them a moderator, I figure the best option is just get a moderation bot, so they can do it for me. Though at this point, I'm starting to question their reliability. I'm sure they work, just maybe on Twitch they work well, but here on Steam, or no, YouTube. Okay, he's fireproof. Well, he also has a flamethrower, so it makes sense. There we go. Haha, those Sith Lords can't resurrect anyone in there. These are Force Lightning, which is depending on how you look at it, more annoying than the crowd surfing. I still like how they made a custom Arachnotron sprite. I don't remember the Imperial forces using those, but you know. It definitely feels weird using regular Doom sprites with Star Wars Doom, so I think next time I stream Star Wars Doom, I'm definitely gonna use it with the sprite pack. Well, you can tell something open because that opening sounds loud. Alright, didn't find a sequence for whatever. Yeah, the courtyard. This is the map I was talking about. Looks like you can flip the switch even though it's right in front of your face. No, you had to shoot it. That's what I was talking about before. But we're actually going to end the stream here. We're hitting 52 minutes now. And, yeah. Not much else to talk about now. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see when my next stream comes. So, until then, this is Caleb signing out. Y'all have a good day, and stay cool. Or warm, depending on where you live.